What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and we are going to keep continuing this just journey of talking about different games, man. I mean, I'm really enjoying talking about not only games that's going to be coming up very soon, but also the possibility of more games that's going to be coming out, like let's say in the next couple of years, or months, or weeks, whatever have you. Now, the next one I want to talk about is, of course, one of my favorite franchises is Gears of War 6. Now, again, Gears of War 6 or Gears of War 5, whichever one that Gears of War 6. I'm just going to go this route. Gears of War 6 is one of those that is eagerly being awaited on as of right now. It's being very, you don't know what's going to happen. Okay? With the way with the way 5 went, and there's a lot of mixed reviews on 5. There's a lot of mixed reviews on the entirety of the Gears of War franchise right now. The only thing that is really keeping the Gears of War franchise, I think, alive right now is between the books and the operation of 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, in Gears of War 5. Now, Gears of War 5 really left us with a lump in our throat, so to speak. It gave us Dell's death that really messed up a lot of people's possibility of Gears of War 6, as well as also choosing between Dell and JD. Now, again, most people, probably including myself, probably did both, but I obviously kept choosing to save JD. Now, again, with it being canon, again, whether you canon or not canon, it really doesn't matter. But if you are one of those that prefers to have a canon story, it was Dell that initially did die. So what I personally would like to see in the whole of Gears of War 6, if it is going to be, like, let's say, the final possibility of the series, like the conclusion, like Gears of War 3 was for 1, 2, and 3, and then of course you had Judgment, which again, there was a lot of issues with Judgment, but again, I'm not here about that. The main thing I want to talk to you guys about is personally what I'd like to see in Gears of War 6. Now, obviously, I want to see something with, we obviously know Dell's dead, or presumed dead. Let me rephrase that. Dell's presumed dead. I'm hoping JD gets some type of a promotion, maybe to a higher rank, maybe, even though, yes, he's a lieutenant. Maybe he could be a captain or a commander, who knows. Hopefully, I'm hoping, I don't want no one else to die. I don't want none of the old Gears to die. I do not want Marcus to die. I do not want Cole or Baird to die. Love them too much. They are amazing characters. Do not want them to go. On the other hand, if they are going to go, give them one hell of a send-off. Give them a hell of a send-off. Please. And also, if you're going to bring back like Kate's mother to be the Swarm Queen, do it correctly, because again, I know there was a lot of mixed reviews on the Swarm Queen when she came back. Again, she looked very monstrous, and I did like that, but to a certain degree. But at the same time, I'm hoping that maybe they can bring Dell back in a kind of a way, like maybe to mess with JD's psyche and Kate's psyche, or maybe to bring him back almost as an enemy, or maybe the Swarm took him over and uses his mind for all the secrets that the Cog knows about, and be able just to really mess with his head and have him fight Dell, and, well, have him fight JD as well as Kate and everybody else, and then finally maybe at the last minute he takes control and does something to save them. I mean, who knows? to really get the hero's death, I guess you'd say, because I know a lot of people, including myself, was upset about Dell dying. It wasn't as bad as Dom dying, but it was like it. It was very probably closest to the same thing of losing Dom in Gears of War 3. And I don't think none of the Gears is really gonna go up to that, because Gears of War has this thing of just getting you not only emotional, but whether it be physically emotional or mentally emotional on some level, whether it be with a friend, a family member, someone that it's going to remind you of whether you lost them or you almost lost them. And Gears of War does that, and it has done that with me. And Gears of War being one of my favorite franchises, I would love to see some of these things happen. Again, I'd love to see new locations. I'd love to see new kind of swarm characters. I'd love to see something else with Kate's origin. And when I say that, I want to see something with something else being brought up about her origin, or something else about JD, about what happened to his arm. Really, is his arm healing now or not? Is he less of a dick this time? Same thing with, especially, with what happened to Dell, so we don't know how that's going to counter affect his mood, going after revenge, especially trying to avenge his friend and his brother that he's known for so many years. Same thing with Kate. We don't know how her mood's going to change. I'm really curious on what exactly her mood's going to be, especially after losing one of their closest friends and having to look after JD, as well as also having to be there, and how Marcus and JD's relationship now is going to be, especially after now they can kind of understand, how where he got his name, who his uncle was, him being, he was named after his uncle Dom, and that's pretty much where he got his name, and saying, hey, look, I know how it is to lose a brother. I know how it is to lose a friend, and maybe that is the best thing that they can do, is really just bring it up and say, hey, look, I understand, and just kind of be like, look, I went through this for years after I lost Dom, or something of that nature, somewhere in the story. And same thing with with some of the other characters, and find out exactly how are they going to handle the swarm. Are they going to be able to beat them? Are they going to be able to do the same thing they did with the locusts? Or are they going to have to do something different? Or are they going to have to kill the queen and then all the swarm dies or something? I don't know. I mean, it all depends exactly what they want to do. But either way, I am very happy about Gears of War 6 coming at some given point. Now, I don't think it's going to happen not until probably, I would say, the next 2 to 3 years. I'm presuming there's been nothing really on on the Coalition to really make another game at this moment in time. We're all assuming there's going to be Gears of War 6. So again, I don't see it coming until maybe 2023, 2024. Again, I think it's going to be another kind of a silence from Gears of War for the next couple of years. But until I actually see something, then I'm going to believe it. But either way, let me know what your thoughts were about this, guys. What would you personally like to see in Gears of War 6? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What would you like to see? If you guys like the video, always subscribe, as well as click like. It helps greatly against the YouTube algorithm. Also click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. And I'll be seeing you guys as always on the very next video.